What's good, YouTube? I wanted to make this video. It's been a while, as I'm sure many of you have realized, especially, I always say my day ones, right? Especially my day one followers, some who have even followed my work since like the mid 90s, since Keep It on the Real days, right? You've probably noticed that I've been off social media for a while, basically just really, really toxic. And I've just had enough, you know what I mean? And sometimes you need a break or a reset, which is actually the name of this video, Reset. And that's the one thing I wanted to talk about. It's been a very emotional, I don't know, few minutes here when I heard that president, it's going to feel so good to say that President elect Joe Biden was just announced. And look, I always say that I respect everyone's opinion, that I respect everyone's views, but the truth is that these last 4 years have been very hard for me personally, as it has been for millions, tens of millions of other people throughout the country. And it's just been a really, really sad time for this great country. It's been a time of divisiveness, of just the nastiest, most divisive, racist behavior, nonstop. I mean, a barrage every single day from 45. I'm not even going to say his name. And it's just really, really sad and really hurtful time in this country and in history. And especially for someone like me who is a Latino, who has, mixed race children, African American, you know, African American and Latino children, as well as a beautiful daughter who is, Irish and Cuban, basically. So she also has Latina blood in her. And it's just, as a man, and as a father, it's just been a really, really hard 4 years with the individual that we have had in this country, just completely out of control. And it takes a toll on you. It really, really takes a toll on you emotionally. I actually got really emotional just a little bit ago because, like a lot of you, I've been following the election. And I don't even look at it, to be honest, as, Democrats versus Republicans, or, I'm not trying to rub it in anyone's face who has a different political alignment than I do, for example. It's much bigger than that. It really is so much bigger, to me at least, and I know to millions of others. It's a reset in this country. This is a great country, and there's a lot of work to be done. There's a lot of racial injustice. There's a lot of issues that I'm very passionate about. But it's a great country at the end of the day, and it's been very sad these last 4 years to see, almost like surreal, almost like, for me, my parents came from Cuba in the 1960s, and they fled a totalitarian and a communist dictatorship. I was born here, so a lot of those things I did not experience firsthand, but my brother came when he was 6 years old with my parents in 1968, actually. So for me, having that history and knowing that my parents fled a totalitarian communist dictatorship, and to see these last 4 years be surreal in the sense of the individual who was at the White House, and his behavior and his just non-stop, just out of control behavior. I mean, I don't even know how to, it's like you can't even find the words to even make sense of how crazy the last 4 years have been. So again, respecting everyone's opinion, and that's the great thing about this country. Um, I really think that it's just a huge, huge day in history. Um, and I'm glad that we can move forward and that it's a reset. You know, it truly is a reset. Um, it's just gonna. I heard a commentator on like one of the news channels say this. It's gonna feel so good, but it shows you what a negative effect the last 4 years and negative impact have had on so many of us, that it's just going to feel so good and such a relief to not, see these tweets and just to put the news on and see these out of control just rants and just erratic behavior of the president. You know what I mean? It's just going to feel so good to feel like, despite there being so much work left to be done in this great country, and despite there being so much division, all you got to do is look at the numbers, and it's amazing and disgusting to me and very disturbing that, you know, about 70 million people felt that this individual deserved a second term. That is just unreal. Again, it's not even about Republican and Democrat. After all the damage that he has done, after the way that he has divided and hurt so many people, including uh, uh, kidnapping basically and taking children away from their families, over 500 children who still uh, uh, are not with their parents. And yet to say, wait a minute, about 70 million people actually felt that this individual deserved a second chance, another 4 years. Are you fucking kidding me? And that shows you the division that is in this country. But it's just going to feel so good to just, whether you agree with everything or Joe Biden's, you know, um, beliefs or his goals. It's not even about that. It's just going to feel so good for everyone. Whether you yourself can admit this or realize this at this point or not, it will affect everyone regardless of who you supported in this election. If you were one of those, and no offense, but if you were one of those who felt that this individual deserved another 4 years, then, you need to really question yourself. And I mean that. I mean that in all honesty, in all seriousness. But I believe that even you, hopefully, will come around and realize that this reset is just much needed in this great, great country. So it's been an emotional time for me personally as a man. And it's, I just think it's a great moment in history. Plus, we have the first woman vice president, which that in itself is history. A lot of you have seen the videos I've done about Frederick Douglass and Susan B. Anthony, who are buried, in Rochester, New York's historic and beautiful Mount Hope Cemetery. And just to know that, Susan B. Anthony never even got to see women be able to vote and all her hard work pay off. But to know that we have not only the first woman vice president in history, but also the first black woman vice president in history, it just feels so good. And I'm just really, really so happy today. And again, it's been very, very emotional. And I don't know. I just thought it would be the perfect, video to make, because I'm really, really happy right now. And not just for myself, but I'm just happy for this great country. Take care of y'all. Take care. Bye.